Hello everyone, welcome to the Fire Artisan channel. This is Drew, and today we're playing some Vito's Intervention. So what we have here is basically a combo slash ramp deck where we're looking to pair Vito with Heliod's Intervention and Erebos Intervention in order to gain X life, which if we have a Wilderness Reclamation down and we've ramped with Uro and Growth Spiral, etc., the X should be huge. So we're going to gain a ton of life, and Vito's ability is going to let us do a ton of damage to our opponent, X damage to our opponent when we gain X life, or twice X life with Heliod's Intervention. So that's kind of the idea here. It's just kind of a silly deck. We do need to be in 4 colors in order to have the ramp package that I want with the Vito combo with the interventions. So that's kind of how we came to this list. We've got Growth Spiral and Uro and Wilderness Reclamation for ramp. And then kind of most everything plays at instant speed. We've got our Shark Typhoons. Both these interventions are instants, which is really nice. We've got our Ops. We've got Eliminates, just instant speed removal. We've got 1 copy of Mystical Dispute in the main, and 1 copy of Chemist's Insight, just to make sure we draw enough cards here. And I'll show you the sideboard real quick. We've got some Aether Gust, we've got Heartless Act, Scavenging Ooze, lots of cards that tend to be good in multiple matchups. Nightpack Ambusher tends to be really good against creature decks, and it can be an unpleasant surprise sometimes to bring in against certain certain ramp mirrors against a control deck. It really sort of depends on the situation. Ritual of Soot, obviously strong against opposing creature decks. So that's kind of what we're looking at here. Best case scenario is we sort of ramp successfully into the Reclamation, and then we can pair Vito on the battlefield with playing one of these interventions for a lot and just drain the life of our opponent, and sometimes we can just kill them in one big hit. So Heliod's Intervention in particular is kind of more mana efficient than Expansion Explosion. Obviously it doesn't draw you cards, and this deck is way less consistent than something like Temur Reclamation being 4 colors, but it does cost less mana to do that amount of damage if we can assemble this combo, the Vito Intervention combo, because we gain twice X life, and it only costs 2 mana before X to cast. So it's kind of what we're looking at here. It's basically a Sultai ramp deck with a splash of white, which does amount to 4 colors. So the mana base tends to be the biggest issue here. If we have a Reclamation down, we only really need 1 white source to cast an intervention, but it's nice to have 2 white sources. Obviously that's ideal. So we're hoping our mana base gets assembled in a way that kind of quickly, and in a way that works out for us. This is not really a great hand. No Growth Spiral, no Opt, nothing early, but I think I'm going to take it. We've got 3 lands and pretty good cards. Not even sure what land I want to play first. Kind of like, kind of like getting a blue source down first. It is nice to play the Triumph first, but I also like the idea that we could cycle it later on. I don't think I want to cycle the Shark Typhoon this turn. I'd rather make it an actual creature. We do need a black source, so I think maybe I just will play the Triome next turn. I should have thought of that. Probably should have just played that. Another Shark Typhoon. Yeah, want that black source. Frantic inventory from the opponent. Cool card sleeves. What are those? It's like a mouse holding a... Is that a like an apricot or a peach or something? Yeah. All right, Uro from the opponent. I think I will cycle away one of these. Okay. So we will be able to land our reclamation, which is pretty essential. I think I'm just going to save the Shark Typhoons. Yeah. All right. We're in business here. Got our reclamation down. Got 2 white sources. The only thing we really need to do to assemble this combo is play our Vito and draw an intervention. So we're looking just fine. Looks like we're playing against some kind of build of Team of Reclamation. So I could cycle the Shark for 1 here. No, I couldn't even do that because Mystical Dispute won't cost 1 here. So their thing lands. All right, I don't like how they're actually using this mana potentially here. So we'll do a Shark attack. We've got another Reclamation. See if they're going to do anything about this Shark. Looks like we are going to see something here. All right, we're going to see a slightly bigger Shark. We are going to be able to land our second copy of Wilderness Reclamation. So I've got a 3, 4, 5. I'm going to cast a 5 Shark here. Leave up 3 mana. Hopefully draw something else. Yeah. My opponent is casting a straight up Shark Typhoon. Surprising how often people do that. You don't usually want to do that. All right, we have a whole lot of nothing to do. All right, opponent's holding priority before we go into combat here. Not sure what they're looking to do. The nice thing about playing Heliod's Intervention is that we can answer their Reclamation and Shark Typhoon in one fell swoop. All right. There's a scorching dragonfire. So we'll scry into the Shark Typhoon. Don't want to land. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe an 8. Hoping to get something like Chemister's Insight. All right. I'll take an opt. Only one mystical dispute in the main, so our opponent is very likely to be able to land whatever they want here. Looks like it's probably going to be Uro this turn. We've seen a lot of Shark Typhoons, but we haven't really seen... So mystical dispute won't do it. Do you even bother looking for it? I don't think so. We do have the bigger shark. Oh no. Okay, just scrying. Thing about playing 4 colors is we don't have any castles in our mana base, so we don't have quite as much to do with our mana as our opponent does. This op just has to be huge for us. Yeah. Love to find one of the interventions. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah. I'll take that. All right. I'm a little surprised my opponent didn't play their Uro this turn. It seemed like a fine turn to play it. Okay. I think we're just going to go for a huge play here. You know what? I should have attacked first. I don't love that play. All right. Do I want to go in with this shark? Let's see. So, yeah, let's go in with the shark. All right, my opponent is taking this. I think we just go for the win here. Maybe play around Mystical Dispute. We can intervention for a lot of mana here. So let's do it. Yeah. All right, so this is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Any instant speed life gain I should be worried about? I don't think so. So this is it. Can we pull out a win here? We did it. Did we do it? Oh my God, we did it. Yes. Oh my God, we did it. Yeah. Vito's intervention, everybody. That's why we're slogging through this 4-color mana base. I'm not that happy with how I played last game. It just felt like I made a few mistakes. I'm gonna have to rewatch that. But we got the Erebos intervention when we needed to. Erebos' intervention. I'm really not sure how to say that. So yeah, that worked out. Okay, so we're playing Temur Reclamation. So we're gonna want our counter magic. We're gonna want our Aether Gusts. Scavenging Ooze is good. Heartless Act we don't need. Eliminate. I don't know. I mean, do we? We've got our own Uros. I don't care about Eliminate. I don't know. Do you want to Eliminate just for the Uro? No, because we have the intervention to kill Uros. It's fine. Aether Gust's our answer to Uro. Okay, so I'm going to go down a little bit on some of our expensive cards. Something like that. We're on the draw here, so I like keeping Chemister's Insight in the deck. Yeah. Yeah, something like this. One thing I could do is maybe take out a Typhoon, put the Ambushers in, go down to 2 Reclamations. Kind of like this. We'll go with this. Maybe I should have gone with like only one Ambusher. Just because we're on the draw, and I know that card tends to be better on the play, but oh, this is a great hand. Yeah, I'm really into this hand. Definitely a keep. Kind of exactly what I want. And we're just looking for lands, so this is fine. I think the black source is more important. Yeah. All right, so I can't play my Reclamation or my Growth Spiral in response to that. Just because then they could just land Reclamation on their turn. Hopefully they don't counter my Growth Spiral. I kind of like Growth Spiral into Opt here just to make sure I hit my 4th land. Yeah. We're not ready to slam Reclamation yet. I think we want a few more lands on the battlefield. We've got some good flash 4-drop options. All right. Yeah, well, this is pretty bad. Can't really... so likely to get blown out by an opposing Mystical Dispute here. Yeah, I don't love this. This is bad. Really don't know what to do here. I think I will call them on it. Make them think I have another Mystical Dispute. Yeah. Oh, Aether Gust is a nice draw. So do I feel like I can play my own Reclamation here because they just used up a Mystical Dispute? I don't think so. It's so easy to get blown out if I do that. I think I'm just going to pass. Did miss a land drop, which is pretty painful. I think I'm going to set a stop before the end of their turn because we're going to gust their Reclamation. Oh, Christ. I don't like this. Yeah. This really doesn't feel good. Oh, we drew another gust. That's not bad. Do we try to play our own Reclamation here? That puts us in such a bad position. Borderline game over if they counter it. So I think we don't. This is really bad. Yeah. Why isn't it showing that other Reclamation as a card we know about? Okay. I think what I want to do here is let this... Yeah, I think I just want to let this resolve. I don't think I want to Aether Gust another Reclamation here. Hopefully they're just scrying. I mean, we do have another Aether Gust. If it is an expansion explosion. We're just kind of way behind here. It is an explosion. Kind of have to gust it. Okay. I feel far enough behind and desperate enough, I think, at this moment to play my Reclamation. So I think I am going to go for that. This game's over. Good game. Yep, that's too much. Yeah, I guess that was just too impatient of me. That's rough. That's really rough. That's so disappointing. I mean, I felt desperate enough to do that because... Yeah. Well, we did erase a good game. Because, I don't know, if that hadn't happened, maybe they just would have done it for 10, and it would have landed anyway, and they draw 10 cards. I mean, hard to come back from that. Okay, so we're on the play this time. Yeah, I think I like this. I don't think I need more than 2 reclamations. I think maybe last game I should have been more aggressive with just playing a Night Pack Ambusher and making them actually answer it. But I don't think sideboarding is going to get much better than this. Yeah, that was disappointing last game. I had a really nice hand, and it just didn't pan out. All right. I think this is a losing hand. Don't want to see any of these cards until the late game. And we only see 2 of our 4 colors. I think that's a losing hand. All right, I think this is definitely a losing hand as well. Only 1 land. Okay, this I'll keep. Yeah, this is really rough. I think the lands are more important than the reclamation, honestly. Does mean there's only 1 reclamation we can even find. So that's not where we want to be. Can play a turn 3 Uro, so maybe we can start to come back on cards. We had a great game 1, so if this is it, then I'm still very happy with how game 1 went, even if we can't pull it out here. Not feeling great about it. All right, they'll just cycle a Shark Typhoon. All right, I'm definitely okay with getting ahead on lands. So my opponent, oh, it looks like they're going to get green right now. All right. We'll play our 2/2 Shark. Oh, an Ambusher. That's not bad. And a Mystical Dispute. Okay, things are looking up. So if they play a 2/2 Shark, then I'm fine with this trade. If not, we'll just hurt them a little bit. Yeah, not going to interact with that Scorching Dragonfire. Once again, my opponent has more lands on the battlefield than I do, but we have a pretty good hand, so I feel okay about this. Kind of hoping they actually just attempt something here. All right, so we'll look to gust this. All right, Vito doesn't do anything here really, so I think I'm just going to wait on him. So we can play Mystical Dispute and leave up mana to pay for Mystical Dispute. Oh, Christ. Yeah. Once again, they win the Reclamation battle. And we are left with just nothing going on. All right. Oh, and they can play this Uro too. Brutal. All right, let's see what they want to wind up for here. Okay, just a scry. It's not as scary. Bottom, bottom. Do you deploy the ambusher here? I think we'll go for it. Oh no. All right. Yeah, we were not patient. Heliod's intervention. That's pretty good. So we can hit them for 10. Or we can kill their reclamation. Probably better to kill their reclamation. See if my opponent has another answer. We will be able to play an Uro at this point. All right, so we'll play around Mystical Dispute for the Uro. All right, the Uro lands. That's huge. Maybe we're back in this game. All right. Yeah. So I'm okay with the Uros trading. Okay. Do I want to play Erebos Intervention though? I think I do. We'll go for it. This is an aggressive Erebos Intervention. All right. That's okay. I'm okay with this trade. So this is kind of rough. They're going to be able to re-escape their Uro. Hopefully we'll be able to do that pretty soon too. We've got 2 growth spirals to play, but we wouldn't have been able to play enough cards. I think this is their big play for the turn. So let's see what these growth spirals come to. Yeah, that can enter tapped. See about this other growth spiral. Oh man. Now I wish that didn't enter tapped. Not happy with that. Should have thought about that. Yeah, so we've got a whole lot of nothing going on right now. Yeah. I think I'm going to hold on to the lands that I can bluff counter magic when I play this ambusher, maybe. Opponent's really starting to pull away here. No blocks. Oh, Christ. Okay, I think I want to play the ambusher now so that if they do have counter magic, at least they don't get triggers on the Shark Typhoon. So that's what I'm going to go for here. Okay. Ether Gust is a big draw. Can we play it and escape? No. Can they do a shark? 1, 2, 3. No. All right, we'll see what my opponent can come up with here. Ether Gust was a big draw. We should be able to prevent them from attacking with Uro here. Do we just fire this off now? I think we do. I think we do. Three cards in hand for the opponent. And we are bluffing a Watery Grave. No, we're not bluffing a Watery Grave. We have a Watery Grave, and we're bluffing something that isn't nothing. Should be able to play our own Uro. Well, hopefully we'll be able to play our own Uro next turn with the right draw. All right, they top it. No counter magic. Oh, Christ, another Shark Typhoon. Could really use a copy of Heliod's Intervention. That would be a huge draw. Yeah, I mean, the ambusher is the only thing I have going on. Can't escape the Uro. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, do I want something to die so that I can escape the Uro this turn? I don't think so. I don't know. It's kind of a crazy play. Yeah, they saw what's up. That's good stuff from them. They saw what was up. if I see us coming back from here. I think they have to get really lazy and not play around Mystical Dispute at this point. One weakness of our deck is that we don't have any negates. Love for this to be a triome. All right. Okay, so it's not an expansion explosion. That's good. Okay, so the other ambusher is a possible draw step. The ooze. Yeah, that's not bad. Just play it now. Yeah. All right, so we'll do some work on their Uros. And we'll just do that right now. We're not messing around. Are we just dead to these flyers? So 14. And how many more creatures can I exile? One? My own Uro? Yeah, we're just dead. Oh, Christ. Yeah, we're just dead at these flyers. Yeah. Yeah. Nothing to be done. All right. So I think it's fair to say that Vito's intervention is not the way to beat the mirror. We did get game one, so that's huge. Our opponent was very eager to just cast their Shark Typhoons as enchantments. It's crazy that we didn't get one of our Heliod's interventions. Such a great answer to all the enchantments they have. You would think this of all decks wouldn't lose to 3 enchantments on the battlefield. But yeah. So thank you so much for joining me. This has been Vito's intervention, kind of a janky 4-color combo / ramp deck. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to subscribe, and I will see you next time. Yeah, thanks for joining me.